the other day. You hate to see it. Just DCA and add 3% back. What's good, Ski? What up, fam? You got my undivided attention for the next 30 minutes to the draft. Yeah, no, the draft. Oh, shoot. I thought it started at 8. Damn. That's okay. Maybe we'll pop in on it. I'm a draft nerd. I'm a day 3 draft kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? Like day 3. So no more target 2. Yes. Okay. Great question. Target 2 is definitely still on the table. I am very bullish in the medium term. In the medium term and in the long term. In the short term, these targets could get hit. And here's the deal, too. Like if target 3 gets hit, for instance, I think that it would look very much like this. Like the candle would be like one of these numbers. We would come down to 48, and then in the same candle, it would probably be bought back up to even like 58 or 55 or something like that in the same day. That's probably what would happen. It would be bought up in the matter of hours. If this target gets hit, I think it would be bought up in a matter of hours. But yes, target 2 is still on the table for sure. I think that we're actually going to be boring for the next couple of months. And the confirmation on what we're going to get target 2 or target or not, if target 1 was the only one that we're going to get, is right now the moon. And you guys know me. If you don't know, people laugh at this, but it's just been true forever. It's just been true for a long time, for thousands of years, actually. But typically, in the charts, though, stock market and cryptocurrency, the new moon typically is the most bullish time, which you can see is the dark blue, local top, local top, local top, local top. Local top, local top, local top, local top, and then the full moons are typically the most bearish time frame. Local bottom, local bottom, local bottom, local bottom, local bottom. It's not always on the day, but it's sort of a window of energy to be mindful of. And be mindful of messing up your Fibonacci. You got to be mindful of that. Because I do it every live stream. I mess it up once a day, seemingly. But anyways, the point of what I'm saying is we just had our full moon right here. And, you know, you can see it. Like it's a clear like trend, if you will. New moons are typically local highs. And then you kind of like gruel sideways or down into the full moon. And then it's sort of a shift of energy. Anyways, like plus or minus 3 to 5 days is typically when you start entering into the next cycle, basically. This is like a monthly cycle, 28-day cycle. Anyways, the point of this is the answer to the question of 56K target 2 of what I want to see is during the next bull, if you will, or the most bullish time of the month, are we going to take this out right here? If we make a new high, I would say less likely to happen. If we don't, like if we like do one of these numbers, and then sort of march up like so, and then just come back like this, say this is the new moon right here. It's not, but like say this is where we go on for the new moon. That would be indicative that we're going to make another low again. So I think in the next couple of weeks, we're going to get our answer. That being said, any short-term pain that we have is opportunity. Opportunity. It could come in many shapes, sizes, and forms. Look out for war narratives. Look out for BlackRock went to zero, or Wells Fargo, or they're cutting interest rates. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter what the narrative that shows up for a bad thing to happen. Just look for those bloody boring events to happen. You should read tea leaves. XRP. This guy has no idea what he's talking about. That's crazy because I called the bottom on the day, 6 months in advance. Video evidence. When's the next new moon? I think it's the 7th. Called the bottom on the day, 6 months in advance. Every single local bottom along the way. I called the war in Israel as a local bottom. I called 48K as a target when we were at 20K. So I have some idea what I'm talking about. Just because your ego cannot comprehend that this thing in the sky controls all of the ocean, controls all of the animals. Any hunter can back me up here. Any farmer can back me up here. Any fisherman can back me up here. You are 70% water. It controls all of the water, but it doesn't affect you or money, which is just energy. Money is not real. Money is energy. We are measuring energy. That's what money is. We're measuring energy. Money is not real. If you send me, if you tip me, nothing happens. I'm grateful for it, but it's a magic internet money that we agree exists, but nothing happens. Nothing happens. Marlin Pond prediction. Hedera is the way. Let's go back and read some of these comments here. Yeah, the 7th is the next new moon. What do you think about a triple top? Do you think whale's gonna over? Yeah, like that's very, very possible. Like I'm bearish in the micro term. And I think that we could, like, here's my targets. 61K was my target at 70K. This has been my target. If you're on the Patreon, you know that this has been the target since we were at 70K. That's target number 1. And here's the other 2 targets. I'm micro bearish, macro bullish, and there are opportunities. And I'm looking to really make a stab into the market in addition to my normal dollar cost average. Let's see here. If we're boring for a bit, do you think it's okay time to load up on alts? Yeah, not only is it the okay time, it's the perfect time to load up on the altcoins. Because realistically, Bitcoin has done a lot of the percentage gain, right? Let me get into the charts in just a second. I want to read. That's a great question, though. I think excited for Solnic to go back up. Yes, Solnic we're doing great fundamental things. Charts look amazing. TA, tokenomics, below the target 3 definitely on the table. They will likely get massive wick. Yeah, that's right. And you said it right. Like, I think it will be like a wick, if you will. Like, it's going to be bought up. If we get target 3, it's going to be bought up in a few hours. Right? The solar eclipse. Y'all can't help who doesn't want to be helped. XRP to $30. My target for XRP is $5 to $14. Eclipse from says, I called a lot of them too. None of my groups believed. Like, listen, even Jesus couldn't do miracles in his hometown. People are like, how do you convince your family? It's like, bro, my family don't know either. Like, they don't get it either. It's cool. I'm just going to keep speaking the truth from the mountaintops. Money is water, currency. That's right. Currency. Money is water. It's just energy. That's all it is. Jupiter has 80 to 90 moons, and Solnic is going to reach every stinking one of them. Solnic will surpass, Solnic to $5.89. Has the spring on Solnic been hit already, an accumulation phase? In my opinion, yes, it has. Do you think some of the alts that are back in their bear market range are going to head uh, lead first? It's going for me. It depends solely on Wyckoff accumulation in addition to fundamentals tokenomics. All right, let me look at let's answer. We got the questions flying in. Love me some Amish butter apes. When the NFTs in casino for Sonic, that the NFTs should be launched in the next couple of weeks, and then that's going to be getting us, listed on Mexi, P2B, bridging over to base marketing, and then casino is on the back burner. That's going to be probably like 6 months to a year from now, maybe 18 months. Like the casino is a bigger all right, let's look at I want to show you, I want to answer Ty's question with some charts, right? So Ty says, if we're boring for a bit, do you think it's okay time to load up on the alts? Not only is it an okay time, I think it's an excellent time. So let's look at Bitcoin realistically from where it's at right now to potential targets, right? So from right now, where we're at, conservatively, Bitcoin has another 53% in it, right? And then the bull case is about another 2.2x. Okay. I don't know about you, but I'm not in the most risky asset class in the world for a 2.2x, right? But I was heavily in Bitcoin. I was heavily in Bitcoin throughout all of the bear market. And I've rotated some of my Bitcoin at 48K. I called that out at 20K. I rotated some of my Bitcoin at 48K, 42 specifically, 15%, and 48K was another 15% of my Bitcoin. I rotated that into some of the altcoins / I have some dry powder, right? So if we just look at percentages, and I'll just take a pretty, you don't even have to look at low market caps, but let's look at AVAX. AVAX is a pretty big coin, right? So the percentage for AVAX from where it's at right now, just to retracement, not even a parabolic, not even price discovery, is the same as basically Bitcoin's best case scenario. But from here, price discovery is a 5x, and then parabolic is about a 12x. And I've talked about this many times on my live streams, many times. Let me get a cleaner chart here. Many times that basically, and what I've said is from all of this to here. So let me just outline it. So basically this phase of the bull run, this is phase 1 of the bull run. Bitcoin was the most profitable. ROI, there's some outliers, right? But basically Bitcoin was the most profitable, and when it dipped, it had the least amount of dips. And we saw that the other day. Bitcoin dipped 10%, everything else was dipping 20, 30, 40%, right? So we saw that. During this phase of the bull run, Bitcoin was the most profitable, which is why I was heavy in Bitcoin over here, right? During this phase, that's when you start getting your alt season. That's when Bitcoin has, people start getting into Bitcoin, and you have another 1x, right? You have another 1x. Well, meanwhile, some altcoins will literally do a 20, 30, 50x during that same time frame, okay? So for me, I was heavy in Bitcoin. I've rotated a little bit, and I'll be rotating some more into altcoins. During, just like Ty said or asked, during the boredom, during the blood. Good evening, bro. What's the indicator with the full moon called? It's literally called moon or moon cycle. So if you go on TradingView, go up to the top, you have your indicators, and just type in, I think it's moon. MOO. Yeah, moon phases. There you go. I didn't put this here, right? I didn't. Your boy Ski did not leverage TradingView, a multi-million dollar platform, and say, hey, get the moon in there. I didn't do it. Someone put that there for a reason. Bitcoin to the moon. That's right. So compared to this phase now, you think we're more towards an alt season? There's lots of reasons to indicate that we're not in an alt season, but we're gearing up towards, we're very much gearing up towards the alt season. And you don't want to be buying alts when you're already in the alt season. You want to be buying alts before the alt season. So the main thing that I'm looking at for alts, like alt season right here, right, is or one of the things that is very telling to me is the Bitcoin dominance chart, right? The Bitcoin dominance right now, we're chilling, and we got the all-time high of 56%. We're chilling at 55%, okay? Now, during the last peak was literally 21. So January of 21. So if we go back and look at the chart, and let me just pull it up like this for you. Okay, so on the left, we have Bitcoin dominance chart, right? On the right, we're going to have Bitcoin. We're going to have Bitcoin on the right. Okay, on the left, Bitcoin dominance. On the right is Bitcoin chart. Okay, so if we go to January of 20, and you'll notice when I scroll, the line scrolls with it. So it lines up with the exact date, right? Look at that. Let's zoom in a little bit over here. You can see literally just what I just said. From here to here was all about Bitcoin. From here to here, I just lined it up, right? So here's the peak of Bitcoin dominance right here. Right in here. This is the peak of Bitcoin dominance. That's what I'm looking at, and that's what I'm seeing as well. And there's one variable that you really have to use discretion with, right? So the more the time goes on, the less that it's going to go up, because there's more and more coins, for one thing. So back here, I was during this, there was no like USDC. There was no, there was only a couple of coins. There was no Tether. And then here there was Tether and USDC, but it wasn't a multi-billion-dollar company like it is now, or there wasn't multi-billions and billions of dollars. So the fact that we're here, to me, with all the other coins plus USDC and Tether, this to me is an indication that we're getting very hot. Like, this to me is basically the same. It could go higher, but it's basically the same when you factor in Tether and USDC, because that was not a thing back then, right? That was not a thing back then. So that to me is an indication that, hey, we are getting very close. How to line up the dates. Best thing about 2021 was Dogecoin hit 3 months before Bitcoin hit. Yeah, all-time high, right? But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about percentages. Right, so that's right. That's a good example. Like, Dogecoin went on a 20x run while Bitcoin had another 1x in it. That's exactly what I'm saying. CJK Crypto News. What are your thoughts on Marlin Pawn? It's on Coinbase. I'll take a look at it. Thoughts on Theta and T-Fuel? I'm bullish on both of those. I like the charts on both of those. What would be the scenario for the 61K not being hit? 61K was already hit, fam. 61K already got hit. So that target is already like done. And the next leg up, when do you think 61K most likely be hit? Yeah, 61K was already hit. Thoughts on Sonic next leg up? 50 Cal. What's up, fam? Yo. Going to $1. Do you think X will adopt a coin process transaction to compete? Probably. All right, let's look at Sonic charts. Top's already in for this rally. SPY going to the moon. Yeah, SPY's about to SPY's at the 4.236 extension maximum. I am pretty pessimistic on SPY, to be honest with you guys. All right, let's look at Sonic chart. Classic, like we're working on the Wyckoff accumulation, and the question was, do I think that the spring has been hit? I do, in fact, think that the spring was right here. So we're still just working on accumulation, which this is the technical schematic right in here. So I think we're nearing the end of it. What would be a confirmation is if we get a body daily close or a 12-hour. I'm on the 12-hour. Let's go to the 4-hour. If we get like a 4-hour close, I think this was the spring right in here. Your secondary test in phase B, your selling climax. This is classic accumulation. Now we're looking for the sign of strength. And to me, the target for that would be a 4-hour close somewhere in the $850,000 market cap. And then you would start to gruel up and sort of make your next leg. And I think that we're, you know, we're pretty deep in the accumulation by my estimation. XEC price prediction 63 cents. Link up or down? I accumulated a lot of Link when Bitcoin when Bitcoin crashed. Sonic NFT gonna rocket, yeah. There's some fire NFTs. There's some fire NFTs. Like, look at this. Come on, man. Come on, man. Look at these. Oops. Come on, man. That's too easy. What are your thoughts about Ruins? Ruins. My thoughts on Ruins. I am intrigued because realistically, if we're going to keep it a buck, no one has more money than the Bitcoin people. Like, that is the most giantest market cap in all of cryptocurrency. So if they're getting into the shitcoin game, that is definitely something to consider. And those are not even, that's right, those are not even finished. That is just a sneak. There's more layers to be added. What do you think about Anchor? I think it's okay. So your next target for Bitcoin is 56K. And what's the confirmation for Bitcoin next leg up, leaving 61K price range? It would be the confirmation of like, hey, we're done with this like boredom. Would be weekly closes, body weekly closes on top of 69K. So we've poked above 69K into, you know, we got as high as what, 73, 74K. But the body, like, look at the body versus the, all of the bodies are on 69K. So the confirmation would be like this. I know this is a beautiful candle. You know, you guys all came here for my art, right? But that's what I would want to see. It doesn't have to be that big, right? But just like the bottom of the body on top of 69K would be confirmation, strong indications that Bitcoin is like getting ready to go for its next leg up. And for me, Bitcoin is like the ROI. We're looking at another 1 to 2x for Bitcoin. But when Bitcoin does go into price discovery, that's when we're going to have our alt season. That's when it's going to be all of the stuff that we've been waiting on for the altcoins. That's when that's going to happen. We will bridge some tokens to base. He's talking about Sonacoin. Yes. You like AMP? AMP is solid. So how do I make it worth market value? Elaborate on that question, Jeff. Sandy, thank you for subscribing. Bitcoin, the people, thanks for the roses. I didn't even see that. I need to pay.
The cream will rise to the top. Oh yeah.
I need to pay a better attention to the gifts. Altcoins, including which coin? Well, not everything is going to go parabolic, right? But technically, an altcoin is anything that's not Bitcoin. Right? So technically, an altcoin is anything that is not Bitcoin. I got a Gala airdrop. I have 127k tokens, but it's only worth 200. Jeff, if you got it on most of the drops on Coinbase Wallet are scams, so just be careful of that. When do you think Chainlink will go up? I'm 14.55 average. That's a pretty good price on Chainlink, to be honest. I would keep DCAing, but I think Chainlink is going to go into price discovery when Bitcoin does. That's when we're going to see a big run up. So, okay, let's just look at it like this. So when Bitcoin goes from 70K, call it, to 88K, 88K is now into price discovery, and it's not, this is a full on price discovery, right? So he's basically at break even on Link, right? So what's going to happen is when Bitcoin goes into price discovery, that's when everything else is going to go crazy. So for context, if we look at this chart for Link, Bitcoin is basically right here at this green line. Link is down here. Okay, so Link has a lot of room to catch up. Just to catch up to where Bitcoin is, it's a 2.5x. But if it gets into price discovery, you're looking at a 4x as high as a 8x. So to answer your question, when Bitcoin starts getting into the 80K range, that's when everything else is going to start going crazy. It was Trust Wallet. Try to sell it. Try to sell some of it. If it lets you sell it, then it might be real. Megan, thanks for the sunglasses, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Sonic, Diamond Hands, and Rockets, baby. Will New York ever be crypto friendly? Probably not. But it doesn't matter if they are or not. You don't need permission from your government to use crypto. How do you feel about SHIB? SHIB is a meme coin that is already on the top 10. So this idea, SHIB will probably do a 5 to 10x. Okay, but this idea that SHIB is a low market cap gem, it is not. It is a top 10 cryptocurrency. It would be on the S&P 500 if instead of it being a meme coin, it was a stock. It would be on the S&P 500, and we don't think that anything on the S&P 500 is going to 1000x, bro, because trust me, right? Just because mathematically, that's not how it's going to happen. SHIB will probably do a 5 to 10x. Will New York ever be Trump friendly? Yeah, Sonic over SHIB for sure. Did you short? No. Just got here. Do you have Pyth, Jupiter? I have Jupe. I don't have any of the other ones. I'm looking to accumulate some more. Sonic, the quickest running token on Solana. So Sonic is my number one meme coin. All right. If you want like a 1000x play, that's the only one. S&P for tomorrow. Let's look at the S&P. I can't say for tomorrow, but I can give you my macro analysis because I'm actually pretty concerned, if you will. All right, so this is kind of concerning to me because we went all the way to the 4.236 on the S&P 500. And if we look on the weekly, we haven't had a big downtrend like this or a big movement like this since back here in 2022 on weekly closes. I think that we could probably definitely test the 200, especially if we get below the moving average here, the 50, and the 8 crosses the 50. I think we could easily test the 200 here And that would be a pretty significant pullback from where we're at right now. That's 16%. People are losing their jobs over that. S&P for tomorrow. Isn't tomorrow's the meeting, right? FOMC. It's going to be volatile. I wouldn't trade it. What do you think about AMP? AMP is solid. Am I frozen? Oh, we're way behind. Let me pull up my... I should have restarted my computer. Pull up my MSI here. All right, let's turn up the fan. I don't know how to do this one. There we go. Come on, bro. All right. What's your recommended on coins to hold? I can't tell you what to do. I hold Jupiter. Like, here's some coins that I like in this value. I like ADA in this range. I like Uni in this range. I like Rose, Solnic, Jupiter. I hold Bitcoin. I hold XRP. I like Sauce. I like NXRA. That's those are some that I like. A VET, yeah, I like VET, Link, Chia, Flux, Ergo. Prediction for Bitcoin till the end of the year, 88K. I think we're going to be boring for a while. Rumor has it the first batch of whitelists went out today for early supporters. Uh-oh. So if you want to get on the whitelist for the upcoming NFT project for Solnic, make sure to hit up 50cal and join the Discord. Bitcoin price prediction 2025 is 207,000. How's the mining going for you? Still going strong. Someone said, how much you investing? Like overall? Or like weekly? What are you asking me, Mark? Bitcoin price prediction, yeah, 130 to 130 to 207. What's your 100x play? Solnic, Ty? I think that Solnic could 100x for Solnic is FUD, honestly. I sadly didn't get my Solnic. I did leave my Sol Phantom wallet address on that short, but I didn't receive any. Happy for the holders. Hey, just DM me. It's hard for me to keep up with all of them. We have a whole team that are doing the drops, but you can DM me. Send me a screenshot. You can DM me on Instagram, and I'll drop you some. What do you think about Bobo or Brett? KJ, thank you for the ice cream cone, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
What's your short term till we take off? Like, here's my targets. I think we're going to be boring and sideways and potential down, but it's opportunity. Any blood, any pullbacks now, there's opportunity. So 56K is my medium target. Are you bullish on Bitcoin mining stocks, Tom? I'd just rather have Bitcoin. It's like gold. Like, I invest in gold too. I hold gold and silver as well in my portfolio, my overall portfolio. I'd rather just have the gold and silver than bet on some other company, you know, or bet on some other team. Personally, some people like it. If you like it, if you understand it, if it's your thing, then more power to you. I'm not excited about it. Especially too, because like I have my own farm. Like I'm not gonna help support them. I'm bullish on mining though. Anything that's mining, any coin that's mineable, I'm bullish on that. Like Caspa, Flux, Ergo, any of those I'm bullish on. How to learn how to mine. If you have a gaming PC, just download NiceHash. And whenever you're not gaming, you can be mining. That's the easiest beginner-friendly way to start mining. Ergo, is that the ticker? Yes. Ergo is the ticker. ERGO, and it is a miner coin. Overall, millions and millions. What's this stock? This is Bitcoin right now, what we're looking at, but I can look at whatever you guys want to look at. Physical gold and silver, or what? No, physical gold and silver. It's the same thing, like Mr. Dez. So you guys have heard the not your keys, not your crypto. The same goes for Bitcoin, or not for Bitcoin, for silver, for precious metals, right? So they say not your keys, not your crypto, right? They say that. They say it for a reason, because if you don't have the keys, it does not belong to you. And the same thing is true for precious metals. If you do not physically hold it, it does not belong to you. It's just on paper. But when you physically possess the precious metals, it's yours. If you do not physically possess the precious metals, it does not belong to you. It belongs to whoever holds it, because inevitably, when times get tough, who are they going to choose? You or them? I choose me. Teach us about Sonic. Sonic is the #1 meme coin. My #1 meme coin. 100x is FUD. 1000x is definitely in the cards. Current market cap of 616,000. Less than a micro cap. This is an atomic cap. Maximum supply 949 million. Never can be made anymore. There are 1.88 thousand holders. Currently, fundamentally, NFTs are about to be launched, which will thus get the funds, get us listed on MEXC, P2B, also bridging over to other blockchains such as Base. Right now we're on Solana. We're going to be going over to Base. We're going to be looking at BNB's blockchain. We're going to be looking at Hedera's blockchain. We're going to be looking at even Ruins, right? We're going to be looking at it all. And long term, if you want a narrative, you have the Sonic Knuckles is coming out in a couple of weeks, and also we have Sonic 3 the Hedgehog is coming out. We're also creating a casino, like a real life casino. What's your thoughts on Ocean? Where is it headed? It didn't Ocean merge, right? Ocean merged, no? ASI, yeah, that's right. Ocean merged to ASI. I think they're doing a drop, so I think if you buy it is. Oh, is it safe? Yeah, I have it. Why Sonic? Everyone loves Sonic. And there's also there's 2 movies. So like if you want a narrative, there's a movie coming out in December. That's free marketing. Knuckles show tomorrow. That's right. Free marketing. It's a lot of people's favorite childhood characters. It's my kids. Like, my kids beat the brakes off me in Smash Bros. I mean, they beat the brakes off me. I'm embarrassed to say it. But they use Sonic, and it's like they just use that. I'm like, bro, will you let me get up? Thoughts on Harambe AI? I don't have any thoughts on Harambe AI. Can you check up Roku? The stock? What stocks do you like? My stock portfolio is boring. So stocks are not my... it's not my... I just have ETFs like VOO, VTI, like just I have the total market, I have the S&P, I have international, like that's it. Like it's split up like that. Very boring. I don't hold individual stocks. And that's just surely because to me, like the ROI is exponentially higher in crypto. I know exponentially more about crypto, and I know for me personally, I can make the most money going with what I know and using my bandwidth. Like you only have so much bandwidth, and I need to allocate it to what is going to be the most ROI. So for me, I'm cool with stocks. For me is just like boring ETFs, and it's literally just to diversify a little bit. Boring ETFs, that's it. On stocks. Crypto is where I get in the weeds. Because that's my edge. That's me personally. Maybe you at stocks. Like, that's where you should keep your index ETF safe. Like, nothing is safe. Like, everything has risk. I actually think that the S&P is, like, super hot and has a chance to, like, really correct. But it's typically, I should say typically, but typically a bad year is going to be like 20%, you know, like that would be like really bloody. Where in crypto, you know, Bitcoin can crash. Even Bitcoin, the most safest, it crashed 77%. So the downside is way lower on stocks typically, not always, but the upside is way higher on I like dividend stocks. Yeah, I have dividend stocks. Thoughts on Jupiter? I'm bullish on Jupiter. I like Jupiter a lot. So that's just my. I'm new to this. Any tips for beginners in meme coin investing? LS, I would say like don't ape into meme coins. They're a dime a dozen, honestly. The only reason that I even like, the only one that I can even advocate for, honestly, is Sonic, and that's because I'm in charge of it. So I know who the dev team is, right? But if you're talking about general meme coins, like you don't want to have your entire basket. You want to have some fundamental stuff. It's okay to go to it's okay to have meme coins, but you need to have some fundamental stuff as well. You don't want to just have one or the other. And I would say in addition to that, you want to dollar cost average, meaning you buy a little bit each and every week regardless of the price onto whatever fancies you, whatever you think is the winner. Don't just ape in your life savings. That's how you get wrecked. That would be the tips that I would give you, is really like check out the dev team, really get into the weeds on the audits, on marketing plans, like are they selling, like what, you know, really get into the weeds on that type of stuff. Also just dollar cost average. XTC price 63 cents. What do you think about BRC20 trend? I think it definitely could be something. Like, I think people are just sick of Ethereum, man. I know I am. I got my fingers crossed. Sonic meme coin, but it's not a meme. That's right. Yeah, like we're doing real stuff. Took some of those H-bar profits and bought some VeChain and Sonic. That was a good idea, Ray. Because it came back. It came back pretty. Any thoughts on OBSEC? Like the coin or the practice? The coin or the practice? Are you the owner or the co-creator of Sonic? It was a Ty. It was a community takeover. The original team completely abandoned it. And then basically, I took it over. So no one's the owner. Like there's no owner. I'm just the face. I'm the leader, and my wallet is publicly doxxed, and so is most of the team. The coin. Well, I'll take a look at it. All right, give me 2 minutes. I gotta use the bathroom. Do you hold Nicello? I don't hold Nicello. I do not, but that doesn't mean it's not good. Cause I've hold some. I'll be right back. 2 minutes. All right, we're back. Welcome back. Hello, broski. What's up, Alex? How's it going? OPSEC Ring AI node AI last LCX are my top holding. I like LCX. Can you check out Ben Q? What do you think about Super Black Friday sale zones for ICP and Render? Oh, we didn't look at Render last time. ICP is still kind of in the, it's below the 236 off the top of my head. Our Render is one. I made some money on Render. I think Render has to kind of start the cycle over, if I remember correctly off the top of my head. Yeah. So Render, like okay, here's like a full cycle in the picture right in here. So, and I even have it up. So you have your markdown phase, then you get into accumulation, you got your sign of strength, back test the prior range, and then boom, you go into price discovery, which I consider price discovery the 1618, and then I consider 3618 or above as parabolic. So yeah, it needs to like basically restart this process, in my opinion. Let's look on the daily. I mean, it already back tested, honestly. So yeah, it's probably going to accumulate around the prior high, which is going to be, you know, around $8, and it wicked all the way to $6. I would say anything under $8 is good. It's going to start this whole process over, though. So, but that's typically where it goes. It goes typically to the prior all-time high, which is about $8. It could, like, I've seen stuff get into the 702 and even to the 0.5. A lot of support there at $5. I would say anything under $8 is a good value for Render. I'm mostly out on Render. I did accumulate a lot of Render under $1. Actually, I got most of my Render, I want to say at like 35 cents was my average price. Don't fade Sonic. Can you look at Coinbase stock? Sure. Please talk about Tesla. I made it. Let's go, Sonic Savages.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll look at Coinbase stock. So yeah, Render, I'd say anything under $8 is a good value. I made a lot of money on Render. I'll probably be looking for other value, honestly. Like I like Link, AVAX. What else do I like? Yeah, AVAX is in, like, I like the structure. Like, basically, if we were to pull up, right? So let's look at AVAX versus what we just had. And then let's look at Render. Right? So if I were to map it out for you, and then this is just look at structure. Like, that's what I like to do. I like to look at structure. This move right here is basically this same move right here to me. And then we're getting into the back test, right? So you have your same accumulation over here, accumulation for Render. So on the left is Render, on the right is AVAX. And this is the same structure that I look for in addition to good tokenomics and to good fundamentals, right? So you have your accumulation, you have your accumulation, you have your sign of strength, your sign of strength, your back test of the prior range, your back test of the prior range, a little bit more accumulation. You would project a little bit more accumulation before going into price discovery, right? So this whole cycle is already played out, and these are the charts that I'm looking for to really accumulate a bigger position. I mean, Render, I like the project, and it could make some noise, but it's already made one leg. We'll see what it does. I might get it in some at $8, but I'm interested in the coins that look like this, that haven't done its full move yet, like Link, like AVAX, like I mean, almost all of them, honestly. Like, almost every coin is like, most of the coins have the same chart. Uniswap is a good example. ADA is a good example. Even SHIB on the market cap, I kind of shit on SHIB a lot, but this is the same thing. Same chart. Near Rose is one that I really like. Yeah, so there you go. Those are just some examples. I just look for the same chart. Watch out for announcements tomorrow on Sonic. Make sure you are in the Sonic Telegram. We have early white listers being given away there. Yeah, so join the Telegram. Big announcement for tomorrow for the white list. How do you think Litecoin will do? I think it will do okay. It's probably going to retrace. I think my target is 300 for parabolic, though. No, is that right? No, that's not right. I think 300 is the... what exchanges sell Sonic? Right now, you can buy it on Jupiter.ag. That's a decentralized exchange. You think Link will outperform Render? Will Link outperform Render? I think so, because, like, what's the market cap on Render? I just think I think Render's ahead. Like, Render's already done a lot of what it's going to do. If it does more, it's going to be a, another leg. I don't like the white. I can't even fix it. Much better. All right, where's Render on the list here? All right, so there's Link. Yeah, Render's not that far behind. On market cap, they're essentially the same. Technically, Link is double, but charts-wise, I think Render is way ahead. So yeah, do I think Render will, or do I think Link will outperform Render? I do, actually. Link Yeah, and Render has lots of shiny competitors. Yeah, I think Link's going to outperform Render. I like them both though. I made a lot of money on Render. Megan knows. I was accumulating Render at like 30 something cents. And I sold a lot of my position already. What about ETC? I entered Render at 180. It's okay, man. I mean, I think it's going to make another leg. I just think, like, ROI percentage-wise, it's just ahead. It's not like Render's dead. Like, I still like Render. I just think that the chart, like, if we look at the chart for Render, this is a beautiful chart, actually. Like, I'm not shitting on it. Like, this is how I would teach people. It's just, it's done the full move, and for it to do another thing, it needs to, like, start it over again. So you might be looking at more... time-wise, I would say, like, you're going to be waiting. Where's the rankings? Oh, it's because I have the contract address. What do I think about Ethereum Classic? Let's look at the charts. I haven't looked at Ethereum Classic in a minute. ETC. I mean, Ethereum Classic is a mineable coin. So I'll just say, like, fundamentally, I'm bullish on all mineable coins. Okay, because the biggest whales in the market have been and will always be the miners. So where the miners go, liquidity flows. Where liquidity flows, price discovery goes. But let's look at the chart. So yeah, pretty clean actually. I mean, just right off rip, Wyckoff accumulation, perhaps your sign of strength. Backtest at the prior range. Pretty nice. Retracement would put you at $93. Now, I think that there's a stronger chance that Ethereum Classic only retraces. So somewhere between $90 to $110. I think that is which is still pretty good. I mean, you're looking at a 3 to 4x. But if it wants to go into price discovery, you're looking at just shy of 300, as high as 600. Could we look at the Ergo chart? Thank you for your knowledge. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thoughts on Syncus? Are they done? Is that the ticker? Yeah, let's look at Ergo real quick, just because I'm curious as well. 20 years from near 20 years it will be here. So I would say dollar cost average into Bitcoin. So like that means just buy a little bit each and every week, whether it's $10 a week, $20 a week, $50 a week, $1,000, whatever your financial situation is that you're comfortable just being on the sidelines for 3+ years. Because realistically, that's how long a cycle could take where we could be into a bear market at some point. So dollar cost average into Bitcoin. You could find a few other fundamental projects that you like. And then if you want to have some meme coins, you could do 10%, 20% of your portfolio. That's fine. I also recommend that every single beginner reads this book right here or listens to the audiobook, which is free on YouTube, The Bitcoin Standard.
Village chief banned his townsfolk from working for...
You will know more about Bitcoin than 99% of the rest of the world. This is a free audiobook, so you should know what the hell it is you hold and why the hell it is you hold it. Once you understand that, when we get bloody pullbacks, it is Black Friday sale. It's not death. It's not scary. It's a sale, right? When you see death, when you see blood on the streets, when you understand it is what the hell it is you hold and why the hell it is you hold it, it makes things easier. And then in addition to that, I would say, for me personally, it's $1,000. once ever I DCA over $1,000, I move that off of the exchange and I put it on a wallet. Best beginner advice: buy Sonic, hold, buy hedge funds, NFT, and HODL. Yeah, that too. Nier's a good project. I like Nier. Meme and Sonic. Do you like XRP? I like XRP. I'm interested in crypto trading. Where would you recommend I start? You can start by following me. The good exchanges for trading are Mexi and BingX. What about... There was a rugged... He took a shit. I believe the same people were pushing them. Yeah, you gotta watch out for these devs, because it'll be the same thing. Like, there's a lot of money in just creating a coin and dumping a coin, creating a coin and dumping a coin. So, like, pay attention to that type of stuff. And that's why, like, I don't know, like, out of all of the meme coins that there are, you know, a lot of them are going to run up, but, like, what's going to be here a year from now and still developing and still, like, really pushing, my guess is a small percentage of them. So that news H-Bar had, if he burns 7 million, why is the price also cut in half? It's supposed to be bullish. He here to make money. We all here to make money. Is anyone investing into crypto for the goodness of your heart? Hi, mate. Are you still mining Flux? I am. I'm mining Flux, Ergo, Chia, Raptorium, Monero, and Dynex, as well as Bitcoin. Those are the coins that I'm mining right now. Sonic is much better. Yeah, Sonic's the only meme coin that I can endorse, honestly. Actually, I can endorse. I like MAGA. I think they have a good team, and they've been through multiple waves. But you're gonna get less ROI with MAGA than Sonic for sure. It says, yes, I invest in crypto because I'm generous and I want to donate to the market cap. I have in fact also donated to the market cap. There are about 20 plus Bitcoins that your boy Ski has purchased back in 2014. And it's just out there in the ether, never to be seen again. So I know for sure that Bitcoin can never go to zero because I have donated 20 Bitcoin to make sure that it won't happen. For you guys, I do this, all right? I bet the dev has multiple wallets, not just one. Yeah, you got to be careful with, especially these brand new meme coins. Like, haha, bro, effectively burn some Bitcoin. By the way, guys, the winner of the last, oh, damn it, the winner of the last live stream decided that they wanted Sonic instead of the cup. So we still have the slightly used Sonic coffee mug for a giveaway. I'm gonna get you guys like a brand new one though for a giveaway. How about that? Because I want my cup actually. What happened with your 20 Bitcoin? I was an idiot. This was before I knew anything about crypto. I was basically like fresh out of high school. It's just on a laptop somewhere. No, I don't have the password to it. Nothing. So like that will never be sold. I can guarantee you. X for Flux. What about Flux chart? Since I can't transfer rows or some of my coins from Uphold Ledger. Do you think it's safe to hold on Uphold? Yeah, no, I like Uphold. I've used Uphold. Uphold had their feet to the fire, right? And really, when you're evaluating any coin, any company, any a man, you know, it's easy to be awesome when it's rocking and rolling. But really, like how you measure a man, how you measure a company, how you measure anything is like, what are you when your feet is to the flames? What are you when things are tough? What are you when adversity strikes? Because that's what you really are. When times are toughest, how do you respond? And I would say for Uphold, they had their feet to the fire. FTX went to zero. They were here. XRP got sued. They were the only exchange that had some sort of backbone. They were the only exchange that didn't delist them. So for me, and I've never had an issue. I've never had an issue withdrawing to my bank in seconds. They're a little wonky with their KYC, but I would say for liquidity, on and off ramping, they've had their feet to the fire. Nothing is perfect, and I can't, I wouldn't bet my life savings on anything, but I would say I have decent amount of trust in Uphold, the company. All right, let's look at Flux, and then we'll look at Bitcoin again. Do you think you can burn 20% of Sonic? I don't own 20%, so I cannot do that. No, I cannot. We plan to burn some, but I do not own 20%. Damn it, you dirty old trucker. Says, I'm invested so deep into Sonic, like my second cousin at the family reunion. All in, baby. We can all chip and burn some. Yeah, no, that's possible, but you were asking if I can. Like, I can't. And we plan to burn some liquidity with the NFT launch. But I don't own near 20%. I don't own anything near that. Let's look at Flux. Yeah, same thing. Sign of strength, back test the prior range, pretty clean. It's still in the it's under the 236, so very good value. Retracement is a 2x, parabolic is a 12x, 11.7x. So there you go. Sonic is more spread out with the holders, unlike Hehe token. Come join our Telegram. Yeah, that's right. Like, let's look at the holders for Sonic. Like, that's a great thing, right? You want healthy distribution. You don't want like one guy holding 30%. Like, that's not good. So yeah, lots of distribution. 2%, 2%. Like, a lot of people hold. Let's see how many people hold. There are 47 people that hold 5 million or more. That's a lot of whales. How many people hold 1 million or more? There are 151 people that hold 1 million or more. That's good. Really good. When you're looking at Bitcoin, where are we at in the Wyckoff accumulation right now on the chart? Guys, I'm gonna go hang out with the fam, watch the NFL draft because I'm a football nerd. I will be live. I think I'm gonna be live on Saturday. We're gonna do a long stream. In about 2 weeks, there's going to be an 8-hour stream where we're all just gonna be talking about Sonic, chilling, and creating this next leg Make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow me on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Join the Telegram. Become a savage. Join the Discord. I will never message you first. If you want to learn how to do all this stuff, you can do so on Patreon, patreon.com/yourboyski. I have a full course for the price of a cup of coffee, $9.99. And you get access to, I have over 26 hours of lessons, all that and more. All my links are in the description. I will never message you guys. Those are scammers. Watch out for scammers. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Peace, love, prosperity. God first. God bless. I'm out.
Damn hustling, 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 hustling,
Hit your
hustling,
boy,
hustling,
Ski.
hustling, hustling.